Okay, so today we're going to be talking about two issues, actually two things in the news, and just kind of give you an update on what's going on with myself and cybersecurity. So let's hack at it. Okay, so a lot of great, exciting things are going on with myself. First and foremost, just was asked today if I go speak at a Microsoft store event where they're having entrepreneurs come out and local businesses. They wanted me to talk about cybersecurity, so excited about that. It's kind of interesting how things are kind of evolving and developing. So excited about to go and just have a conversation and talk about cybersecurity, the best practice that I'm learning, what I recommend for small to medium-sized companies, entrepreneurs. They can't really afford in-house cybersecurity people, so to have someone like myself that's at least knowledgeable to be able to come out and talk to them and talk about best practices and things that I'd recommend they start with is really exciting for me because it helps me keep practicing and testing my skills and get some real world experience too. So really excited about that. Other than that, just working away, getting ready for my exam. Just pulling up the news right now. And it's kind of interesting. Two things I want to talk about that I was reading today in the news is one, Apple macOS High Siri exploit lets hackers steal keychain passwords in plain text. And this was from the Hacker News. And what you'll find, what in the article was saying was Apple yesterday rolled out a new version of its Mac OS operating system dubbed High Siri 10.13. So check your system, see if you what version you're running. A few hours before, an ex-NSA hacker publicly disclosed the details of a critical vulnerability that affects High Siri as well as all earlier versions of Mac OS. Patrick Wardle, W-A-R-D-L-E, an ex-NSA hacker and now head of research at security firm Synack, found a critical zero-day vulnerability in the macOS that could allow any installed application to steal username and plain text passwords of online accounts stored in the Mac Keychain. So what else does this say? The Mac OS Keychain is a built-in password management system that helps Apple users securely store passwords for applications, servers, websites, cryptographic keys, and credit card numbers, which can be accessed using only a user-defined master password. So take a look at that. See if you're storing your passwords. First and foremost, if you're storing your passwords with the Mac Keychain, you might want to clear those out right now until a patch comes out, just because of this vulnerability. So kind of crazy there. Second story is now this is for you guys that own websites, especially specifically WordPress websites. So stored cross-site scripting vulnerability in WordPress 4 version 4.8.1. The vulnerability, and this is from the blog security.net. So what it says is the vulnerability requires an account on the victim's side with the contributor role and account on the WordPress installation with BBPress plugin. So you gotta check if you're running that plugin. As long as it has posting capabilities, if an anonymous posting is allowed, then no account is needed. So if you kind of have your site wide open, and that means like if people can comment on your site, just gotta be mindful of that. All WordPress installations are at risk when these conditions are met. So again, if someone can post anonymously to your site, potentially they can run a cross-site scripting attack on your website, on your WordPress site, and if it's running version 4.8.1. So check out your version, make sure that you're updating your WordPress. I don't know if there's a patch out for that one. I'll let you know tomorrow. I'll look into that. But you can check out the security.net blog, and all the links and all the information, the resources are below in the comments, so you can check that out. But yeah, you got to be really, really on top of, especially if you're running a WordPress site. Something I've been working with for quite some time now is updating your patches, your plugins, your your widgets, making sure they're constantly being updated, and the developers are providing updates for these applications and software, and then WordPress, and then your themes, and make sure everything's being updated, and then backup. So, make sure you're running a clean, site, back it up, then update it, and then back it up, and keep doing that process, because what happens is, if anything happens, you can always restore to the last backup. And I know for myself, there was one site that I was working on that was hacked, and we thought we cleaned it out, and then what happened was the backup was corrupted because they were actually in the site for longer than we expected. So then what happened was we actually hired security to come in and clean the whole entire site, make sure it's all clean, and then we had baseline backup from there, and then we went forward from that situation. So just keep in mind, sometimes like we saw with what was it yesterday when we were talking about dilute, those hackers are in for a year, so you don't know how long someone's actually in your website if you've been compromised, and then all of a sudden things start to act up, and also you see it, they could have been in your site for quite some time. It just now things are starting to be affected. So make sure you clean out your site, you patch it, you update it on a consistent basis, minimum once a week, and if not, you have monitoring tools that you're doing even more frequently, backing up your site and making sure that you're having these best practices, because if you're not, you're going to get compromised. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's not if, it's when, and I'm just telling that straightforward because I want to make sure that you're safe, you're secure, and you don't have to deal with any issues. So back up, patch your site, update it, and back it up. I know I'm saying several times, but it's so important for you to do. So that's it for today's video. I just want to finish off there. It was pretty quick, just a lot of information. Thank you so much, you guys, for supporting me, coming along for this ride. I'm really excited, and everyone that's watching my videos, if you could share it with your community, I really appreciate it. So don't forget, software is hackable, being connected is vulnerable. I'll see you next video.